Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I am so proud of myself, ladies. I did it. I made my own dress, unsupervised and buzzing. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I made this faux wrap dress. It has lots of frills as well. This was my first time to make a dress unsupervised. You might remember my video from last year. I sewed a dress with Angeline Murphy and she taught me loads, and I learned to kind of read a pattern, and I wanted to make something by myself to see if it, I still had the knowledge. Thankfully I did. A few tiny mistakes in this project, but I managed to sort it. I learned loads from making this dress, loads of new skills, new techniques. So I put together a little sew along video to show you how I make my dress. A huge thank you to Hickeys for sponsoring and collaborating with me on this video. You might have seen our other two collab videos where I made my wrap skirt and I made the envelope cushion as well, so you can check those videos out. Each time I work with the girls at Hickeys, it's like it pushes me out of my comfort zone. So doing the wrap skirt was a big thing for me, and then now doing the dress. So I love these collabs because I learn so much more and I definitely push my boundaries out there. So let's get straight into the video, and I've put together a little sew along. All of the info is going to be in your pattern, especially on the instruction page. So all of the info is going to be there if you do make this dress yourself. So I just thought I'd show you how I got on with making mine. So let's get into it. So I have all my pieces cut. I'm going to start working on the bodice. Now I have a lot of hemming to do, so I have front flounce, side flounce and back flounce. No? Yeah, I have 3 flounces. I have a lot of tiny hemming to do on this, so I'm going to go to my instructions and yeah, see how to construct this. So here's the instructions. The only thing I haven't done before is a dart, but it's given me some good tips in the instructions for the dart. And then I have to do a gather. So I haven't done a gather before, so that'll be my first time to do that. And then I have lots of tiny hemming to do, so I'll be busy doing my flounce. But yeah, I'm excited to do the dart, so I'm going to take my time to do this and fingers crossed. And then I just have to attach my frill, which I've never done that before, and then the sleeve. I have done a sleeve before, so once I match all my notches and follow this, I should be fine, fingers crossed. Hi Blondie. So I have a little helper, but she's kind of sitting on my instructions. So I'm just doing the stay stitching to my bodice, and I'm about to put the back bodice together with my front bodice. And then I'm on to the ruffles. I think I'll need a big cup of tea for the ruffles. But so far, so good. This fabric is a dream. It's not too stretchy. Do you mind, Blondie? It's not too stretchy and it's really easy to work with. Same with the thread as well. Also, I have my phone there because I do listen to podcasts or YouTube videos while I sew. So that's the plan now. And Blondie, do you mind? Now I'm just working on putting the interfacing. Okay, it'll make sense when I do it. Or here's Pepsi. So I'm just gonna sew this on. This is step number 5 and 6. This is the section I'm working on now, so I'm just attaching this on, and then I'm going to do the understitch, tidy up all my stitches, and hopefully it's going to look nice and smooth. And then I'm going to put in my sleeve. I've put the interfacing on, so this neatens up the inside, so it's all around the neck. So I'm actually quite pleased with this. I just have to tidy up on a few whiskers. I have a few threads, but very pleased with the finish on that. Just inserted the two, I'm sorry, Blondie keeps wanting to get into the shot. I've just inserted my sleeve. I have it all pinned together and I'm going to take it to the machine. So the two right sides are facing together. I'm going to sew around and hopefully pull the sleeve through and I'll have a sleeve. Did you know Angeline taught me this? So doing a sleeve, when you take the base off your sewing machine, that makes it easier for you to do your sleeve because it's more narrow. So that was a little tip I learned from Angeline. Here's a closer look at my sleeve. So it's a nice kind of frill sleeve. So it hangs really nice with the flounce. So my hems are looking good, very impressed with them. I don't have a serger, or I think it's called an overlocker. So for the seams, I have just been using my jaggered scissors. The girl in the shop did teach me to do French seams, but it was just a bit at the moment for me, so I've just been using my wiggly scissors to neaten up these seams, and I've been ironing them flat as well. So I am now on my skirt and I'm really excited because I'm going to insert a pocket. So fingers crossed I can do this, but if I can do a flounce, I can do a pocket. So I have all my pieces laid out, so I'm going to work on 8, 9, 10 and 11. That would be my skirt. Then I just have to put the flounce on, and I think I'm going to be finished this dress soon. So I had a little pocket confusion and I'm determined to get the pockets in. So I made a mistake with my pockets and I had to unpick loads. So I've unpicked it. I have the front section. Now I'm going to do the back section and hopefully my pocket drama will be fixed and I will have pockets. So I managed to fix my mistake and I have just sewn my very first pocket. I am so proud. Those little dots are just from my fabric marker, but they are water soluble, so I'll tidy up all of my edges, but it's a pocket. So now I'm working on the bottom flounce. So I've got pieces 12, 13 and 14, stick them together. Loads of narrow hemming ahead of me, but this is the last big job I think in the project. Look at all this flounce I have to narrow hem. I definitely think I'm gonna have to pop the kettle, have a cup of tea and get to hemming. Also here is the skirt, pockets in toe, so the flounce will go on the front there and then around the bottom. Here is my bodice and my skirt. I'm going to stick them together and then I have a belt to make as well. hope you liked my dress. So I did take this in stages. So one night I cut out the pattern pieces and the fabric because cutting is just as important as sewing. So I didn't want any wonky kind of cuts. I made option A in this pattern, which is the faux wrap dress, and I had a lot of flounce. So there was 15 pieces in that pattern. I then took it in stages, and one of the days I made the bodice of the dress, then I made this skirt, and then I pieced the two together, put in the elastic waistband and made the tie belt. So that's kind of how I broke it up. I just done it in stages. I didn't stitch it in one day. I think your head would be frazzled. The fabric I used is from Hickeys, and I popped into the store. So I would pop into the one in Henry Street or Mary Street, Henry Street. So I pop into the one in Dublin because they have all of the dress patterns there, and you can just take a book, read through and pick a pattern, and the girls are so helpful because I was kind of torn between 2 or 3 different patterns, and for my skill level I settled on this one because I didn't want to do anything with a zipper because I haven't done the zippers yet. The girls were also really helpful, and they were showing me how to do like French seams, how to add like loops, so they gave me so much knowledge, and they were so encouraging because honestly I didn't think I'd be able to do this, and I had them on standby, and I was like, if I mess up, please can I have more fabric? I also want to mention that the guys have free demos, so if you go onto the Hickeys website, and I will pop a link in the blog post to it, but they have free craft demos, and a lot of them are in town, but some of them are in your local Home Focus as well. But I did see when I was looking online at the free demos that there was a wrap dress demo. They also do Roman blind demos, and they're all free. I think you just ring the shop ahead and book in, but all of the info will be in my blog post. So do go in and say hello to the ladies and check out their amazing displays. They make the dresses on display, but none of them are stitched. They're all pinned together, and I'm like, skill. I'm like, that's amazing. Let me know if you have a shot at making this dress. The pattern is Simplicity 8608. Option A is what I made. I was reading online at reviews, and a few people were saying how this pattern was a bit difficult. Maybe because I don't know no different and I haven't stitched many patterns. This is actually my second one to do by myself. I found it okay. I just made a mistake with my pocket, but I was able to fix it. And what else did I make a mistake? I had a few little mistakes, but easily unpicked and fixed. The fit I think is really good. I think I'm between sizes. I made a pattern size 14, but I think maybe a pattern size 12. Also, don't forget that your pattern size is completely different to your UK high street size. It's normally bigger. So I think if I was to make this again, I might make pattern size 12. Because it has the elasticated waist and there is a lot of fabric, I think I will get away with pattern size 12. I am loving all of the autumn fabrics that are out at the moment, so I wanted to make a dress that I could wear all kind of autumn, winter long. So this looks perfect with boots as well. There's also option B in the pattern that has less frill. I think it will be easier. I think the skirt part is a bit longer, so if you want to even tackle option B in that dress pattern, give it a shot. So that's it for me for this week, guys. I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you like my dress. Huge thank you again to Hickeys for sponsoring this video. You can catch me over on Instagram. I'll make sure to pop my handle here, and I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.